you are suing your friend, Mr. Redmond, for $5,000 for breaching an agreement the two of you made that he would pay a car loan on a car that you co-signed for him.
Correct.
So you've told us that you co-signed on this car to help him out.
Yep.
And then you found out he stopped making payments, your credit took a hit, and then you discovered the car had been effectively totaled without your knowledge.
Yes, ma'am.
So you had to pay over $5,000 to catch up on the payments he was supposed to be making. You had to locate the car and tow it yourself. And ultimately, you're out of pocket more than $5,000 in connection with a favor you were trying to do him.
Correct.
So you would like to see that money reimbursed.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Redmond, you claim that the plaintiff was helping you out, but you didn't need this type of involvement from her. You say that you fell behind on the payments, but you worked something out, and she took it upon herself to start making them. And you also claim that she tried to involve you in what you call insurance fraud, to try to file a false insurance claim based on the car getting in an accident. And without warning, she had the car towed. So you've told us today that basically she's trying to get paid for a car she owns and now controls. And so you don't believe that because she has the car, you owe her anything. All right, Ms. Howe, how did you come to co-sign on a vehicle for Mr. Redmond, who I understand you didn't know particularly well at the time?
Yeah, so I actually met him through a girlfriend, and I met him and we got along. We became friends and hung out a few times. And I was just in a really good spot to help him out, and I knew that he needed a vehicle. He was driving a motorcycle, and I knew that he had to drive like, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes to work every day, and he was paying for an Uber. So I decided to help him out. And within
Was it your idea, or did he ask you for help?
He asked me.
Okay. Mr. Redmond, tell us how it came to be that you asked Ms. Howe for some help.
I had went to a dealership just to inquire about what my options were at the time. So I had been like pre-approved with the co-signer. So then at that point, I had reached out to a few people just to see kind of what their thoughts were.
All right, so you were looking for a co-signer.
I was.
All right, let's go ahead and look at the vehicle. I think we don't have a picture of it before it was crashed, but we have a picture of it after it was crashed. All right, what kind of car is it?
It's a 2018 Chevy Malibu LT.
And this is how it was when you found it,
Yes,
Ms. Howe?
ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Redmond, tell us very briefly how the car ended up in an accident like this.
There's a right turn. The person had made that right turn really quick. The car in front of me slammed on the brakes. I slammed on my brakes and slid because it was raining. Turned a little bit, and then I hit the back of their van.
So, Ms. Howe, let's go back to the sort of agreement you reached with Mr. Redmond.
Yep.
You ultimately decided to co-sign upon his request, right?
Correct.
And what was the deal between the two of you? Who was supposed to make the payments? Who was going to own the vehicle? Tell us about the agreement.
Him. Everything was all on him. He was making the payments. The car was in his possession. I had nothing to do with it.
All right, except you were the owner, and you basically put yourself on the hook with the dealership.
Ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Redmond, is that correct? This was always supposed to be your car? She was just helping you out?
You know, we're still just as liable between the both of us. Not that.
Right, that's the problem with being a co-signer, right? Is you're on the hook for the car.
Right. And, you know, she took that upon herself to help me out with that. She knew the risk she was taking. And, you know, falling behind on a couple payments, even though I was on a payment plan at the time, you know, I was taking care of it. You know.
But what was the agreement between the two of you? Were you going to make all the payments? Because this wasn't supposed to be her car.
I was supposed to make the payments, and then if I wasn't able to, would help out and make the payments.
Why
as well.
would you never ask
Okay,
for
hold
help?
on a second. So it was your understanding that if you couldn't make a payment, she was just going to pay?
Well, if I could, I mean, I was going to do my best to reach out with the bank, make payment plans if I needed to.
Why would she agree to actually make any payments towards a vehicle for you? It's kind enough that she was willing to co-sign and let her credit take a hit.
That was what's understood.
Okay, that was understood by you. Was that understood by you?
No, ma'am.
All right, did you have a discussion with him about whether or not he was able to make the payments, about whether he was
working? He was making, what, $85,000 a year selling furniture? So, yeah, I thought for sure.
Why did you think he needed a co-signer?
Because he had bad credit.
All right, so it was just an issue of the credit, the interest rate, things like that.
Yes, ma'am.
You didn't think that he was asking you to help pay for the vehicle?
No.
All right. Did you discuss insurance with him?
Yeah, so I got insurance with him when we purchased the car because he couldn't get it. And then
When you say you got insurance with him, what do you mean? You
I
insured
put him
the
on my
vehicle?
policy.
Is that accurate?
That's true.